tricks, triumphs.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any?
I think if I can give a tip when it comes to
Oops, booby show.
like you
Don't
boobies.
show your boobies. That's first. Jeez.
To have somebody have you in a position where you have to have your administration right and to have your the things with numbers. But
Yeah.
you have to have an accountant that knows your business, that knows how to give the good tools
To do your
build and to
taxes.
build up your company and do the taxes as well. That's the biggest tip I can
Because the
give.
taxes will neck you. They
Yeah.
will kill you if you don't do it
No.
right. I mean, not literally kill you, but
kill you in your pocket.
Yes. if you don't have the right structure
No.
legally, also,
Yes.
you're gonna lose money, and it's gonna cost so much more if you have to fix things after the fact.
Yeah.
So with us, that was one of the reasons we took longer to launch and to get where we are. But structure wise, there's nothing people can point out like, oh, this is not good or that. No, everything is by the book, and we have the right people for it. We have a great accountant who believed in us in the beginning, and because we were just starting, she also gave us a discount with, for our first year.
As well.
Just be open about where you are. Don't do it.
No,
don't
exactly.
act as if you're already there. Yeah.
Whoa.
You're not, and you don't know shit. So just check with your accountant. That's really
find
important.
One as well is also a thing. So
your network. I mean, don't be afraid to talk about your goals, because a lot of people are like, no, I don't want to say to people what I'm doing. You don't have to go in details what you're doing, but you can say it, because this will trigger somebody else.
Yeah.
Because I was talking about 1129 with all my enthusiasm, a friend of mine told me like, oh, but if you're gonna do it like this, you need a structure. You need a BV, limited, whatever. You need your legal structure in order. You need to have your contract. So
this is also a
good
just to say.
Yes.
To say with your act. Not you don't exactly what you said. Don't go in depth, but just to get where you need to be for the next step.
Yes. If it's not for you, it won't be for you. So nobody can take you off your path, or I don't believe in those things. If it's for you, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And just know who you're talking to. Feel the energy.
That's also a tip.
Yes, that's also a tip. Don't be talking to just you're gonna feel it. Like, these are people I'm not gonna talk about my vision. And then there are people who just are just like you, or are even further than you are with manifesting and talking about visions. So then it's, attract more of those people who are, who can take you to the next level, or, give you the right tips. I'm glad that I'm always just talking to people, because if I didn't, we wouldn't be pointed out to the right people.
Yeah,
definitely. And I'm also a legal advisor, so that was one thing I don't want to say lucky, but it's it's one of my strengths that I have that background.
This girl, if you ask her something to research, she's like, yeah, I already have it. I'm like, how does she do it?
Well, I studied a lot of years at university,
exactly.
But also, I like to do research. It's easy for me, and that, I mean, if we didn't have that in house, we would be paying a lot more, because a lot of the contracts and all those things I can draft up now, for us. But it's important to seek legal advice, and we still paid a legal advisor for our company structure and the first contracts, because that's not my expertise. I do know what to look for, but even then we were willing to invest and not be cheap about those things, because you can't don't do that. Don't just invest in yourself. Don't do half-half.
Only if you know you have the skills for to do
Yeah.
the other half, but
Or
don't
you have
do
somebody
yeah,
who can
don't
help
think
you,
cheap
and
about it because it's gonna cut you in at the end.
yeah, it's gonna
Yeah,
cost you.
yeah.
And now we have everything in structure, and whatever we're gonna
Mm-hmm.
do, it's already good, you know?
Yeah,
So we can just start
yeah.
because it's already
In place.
created in
Yeah,
place. Yeah,
exactly.
so an accountant, a legal advisor is
Yeah,
something I would
that's a tip.
definitely
That's the
advise.
biggest tip.
One of the biggest things you should check
Yeah,
before starting a company.
yeah, exactly.
And what else?
Tricks and triumphs. Tricks.
Yeah. Well,
What kind of?
tricks.
How can we
Tricks is just use what
use?
you have.
Yeah.
If you don't have to have a camera or whatever. If you have your phone nowadays, you can do all sorts of content creation.
Yeah.
We use CapCut a
Yeah.
lot,
A lot of
Canva
a lot of free programs that are very good.
for
You have to
content
look. Yes.
creation. Yeah,
You
so
have to look it up and
see how it works. Educate yourself,
yes,
you know?
and like what you said, I talked with somebody that already has this background to make things on like free programs that they are. You have also a program free write on your phone, and that's also a program that you have already in your phone. You can make like from freeform it calls. This one I didn't even know. You can see it here in the screen for Apple. But it's for just if you want to start simple with like mood boards and something that you can put it into, but you can also
she's our mood board specialist.
oh, but also you can put a mind map in between somewhere. You can put everything in between or put together. Then you have like a presentation as well. You can do everything with it. You can make forms and stuff. I didn't know it either.
Yeah.
But it's already in your phone. So sometimes
it's stuck the time.
Oh,
Stefan? Het is gewoon okay. Just so you know.
So then
those
free. So
sorry. Yeah, but no, freeform. I like it.
That's one of those, and yeah, the amazing ChatGPT that you can.
Yeah, ChatGPT, like the AI programs that help you write with copywriting and everything. But contacts. You do. One thing I will say is you do need to be very specific in what you want and say what kind of company you are, say what kind of products you sell, what kind of people you are, what's your language, how do you speak to your customers, so that the AI has very specific instructions to help you create your copywriting and all those things. A lot of people just do, oh, give me a text for a perfume. Okay, that's a start. Yeah. But then you're gonna get words and things you don't even speak like that. So be very specific in how. I always say like do easier language or say it in more like a bubbly way or a fun way. That's how I instruct it, and then I think you will get the best results with AI. But AI is your best friend. Yeah. It's like a lot of assistance in one thing, So use AI. That's one thing. We didn't really have we didn't really talk about triumphs. No. But yeah. What is maybe we can name one just to close it off. Okay, one. What's one triumph? It's not having money.
And achieve what
not having money, but still achieve what we want because we believe. Lord. We invest so much of our own money and time and energy and sleep
and amount of. Sometimes Kim gets irritated because I'm slow with things. So patience to have that is also a thing.
And that's just us being honest. Yes, we do get irritated by each other, but we still have respect and empathy for each other.
And just say how it is. And say your mind with the partner that you have this business with. Because otherwise it's not going to work out for you at the end. It's just going to be like holding things in and it's not healthy for you. And
I think that's one of the biggest tips. If you have a company with somebody else, have weekly meetings and just say what you want to say, even if it's something you're irritated by or you cannot do. Just be honest and communicate whatever is bothering you, because that will help you guys grow and evolve. And I think that's what we overcame a lot.
Yeah.
Just having patience for each other and yeah.
Exactly.
Question of the week.
Question. Okay,
La
so
question.
how do you handle setbacks or failures in your business? Failures, I think. Oh, do you want to take this one?
No, I mean, we pray a lot.
Yeah.
And we talk, what we said, we communicate about it and evaluate, like, okay, what went wrong, or what could we have done better. We really take time to evaluate what we do, and we also take time to just look at the week ahead, or the month ahead, or the quarter
Or a
ahead.
year?
Yes, so take time to discuss your plans, and if a goal isn't met, just be honest. Why didn't we reach those goals, or what happened in between? Because sometimes there's an honest, good explanation for it, and sometimes it's just, oh, we were lacking on social media, for example.
Yeah.
No, we weren't posting as much as we could, so we didn't. Just be honest and see, like, okay, how are we gonna tackle that? So yeah, I think that's how we overcome it, because we talk about it, we pray about it, and then
honesty.
Yeah, just be honest, man.
And also the fact that we did always things accordingly to a certain way, not to rush in things, not to be overly going forward with things just to get it done, but also think about, okay, what's the next step we want to take, because then you see the all over preview of where you stand right now. And then if it doesn't work, you think, okay, well, we're going to take this, we will learn from it.
And also just be realistic about because you often have like, okay, no, I'm going to do this, and this by next week. And I'm like, Steph,
I try
look at your schedule and just be honest. What are you really gonna accomplish in a week?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it takes 2 or 3 weeks, but just I'd rather you be honest about that, that we know that, oh, it's gonna take a bit longer, but that's okay. And now you do that more. Like, take your time. We don't rush.
Because of time, I think I can do it. Like, so that's my turn.
But then how will you rest? And how will you live or sleep?
And this is where you become a better version, because you have to be honest. You have to be, and that's where she learns me as well. Like, we learn from each other from other things, and to see the other perspective, because every time from my background, I tend to do things more than often to just rush into things and just get it done. And sometimes you can get things done, but sometimes don't have time, or things that people say. You
need to sleep. You need to rest. So you need to calculate those things in. We often think like, okay, we have 2 weeks. But okay, where do you do all your other things? Laundry is piling up. You also need to do those things just for now, because we don't have a maid yet. Yet. But yeah, so I think that's something. What was the question again? I don't remember.
Let me see. The question was, how do you handle setbacks of failure in your businesses? Like you said.
Just evaluate, discuss it, communicate, and be honest in where you are, and if you're not able to do something.
Have something. Also, a little thing that other companies that you work with, maybe you have to wait on, like for a production part, right? We thought it would be coming like in November, something. But then they said, no, it's not coming. And then we have to wait again. So sometimes the decisions or things that happen is not on our side. It's
and then you just need to let it go.
Yeah.
Because that's out of your control. So focus on other things. And that's when we built the studio.
Yeah.
We focused our energy to building the studio because we had to wait anyway on the product, so we couldn't do anything. So be patient, communicate, and be honest with yourself. Give yourself time.